Ooh, we are live and back and ecstatic. We just defeated those red ribbons from the old side of Old Trafford. And I'm here to do the match review with my guy. How you doing, Mr. Efosa? How you doing?
I'm doing fine, bro. Good evening to you from here. I am so happy.
How happy are you?
I am
Because I would like to know
so
how happy are you.
ecstatic. Phenomenally ecstatic. Because the Red Devils were put to the sword.
Oh, I like
They
that.
really needed to.
I like that.
Because
So let me sum up the chat real quick. Not Fokker came in very, very early. They said Arsenal. I'm sure he's excited. Then Okimoto in
I'm
the
sorry,
building.
it's
Shout out to
green
you.
me from
So Okimoto saying hello, my brethren.
Carnival, right?
I hope you enjoyed yourself, Okimoto. Before we cook those thoughts. Woo! Wow. So when do we start? Let's start from the beginning. So when you saw the lineup, right?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Well, this was my suspected lineup. You understand? You know, with the
Okay.
rumors flying around that Partey wasn't going to play, I was not bothered because I didn't think we even needed Partey and Rice to beat Manchester United. You understand? That is where proper management, proper planning, and proper depth, has come in. Last season would have been shooting bricks. You understand? But this season,
exactly.
This season it was good. You understand? The lineup was very good. In my opinion, agenda merchants. Why is he not playing more?
So before you continue, let me read this chat real quick. I was going to say, best trip I took to the UK. The atmosphere was crazy. Shout out to you, because you could hear the commentators say that the atmosphere in the stadium was just rocking. It was rocking and rocking and rocking. And thank God, the results actually matched the atmosphere.
Thank God.
So continue what you're saying.
Yeah, so I told the agenda merchants, why has Arteta not been playing this backline? Gabriel this, Gabriel that. I know today we hear it, but fair enough. Gabriel, for me, had an excellent game. He was excellent. For me, Rice, man of the match already.
Hands down. No debate, no contest. That's hands down.
Unbelievable. When all those claims of, Rice cannot play this way, I'm just, for me, I'm not even sure we've seen the best of him. You understand? Because
he's still boiling.
Yes,
he's not yet done. It's not yet done.
No, I'm not even sure he has fully parboiled for us to start even entering the next phase. You could exactly as he said, you could hear him tackling. It would just like there was a ball he got off of Bruno today. That was just reminiscent of Rice. Martinelli, for me, very good today.
The best game after 4 games. Yes. I told you the first 3 games, Martinelli extra touch, like he's looking for the extra sauce. He's kind of caught in between 2 miles. But today, he makes sure he painted Wan-Bissaka backwards, and I like what he did. And let's be real, Wan-Bissaka is a handful, and both of them had a contest on their hands.
Today Manchester United fans said something when we were saying, Wan-Bissaka pocketed Martinelli. Someone said, he's an Arsenal fan. He said Martinelli was the one that, in fact, Martinelli didn't need to want to beat Wan-Bissaka. I was talking to my friend today. He said, for him, it's not, people are thinking, when you beat the guy, you've won. He said he didn't like the way Wan-Bissaka was stepping off Martinelli and conceding corners. He said those were dangerous. So it was not an easy game. He was spinning Wan-Bissaka around. Let's be very truthful.
It was a contest, yeah. It was a strong. And let's be real, he's one of the top defensive right backs in the world. It might not be good going forward, but in terms of defending, Wan-Bissaka is up there.
Yeah. So, and also Saka, well, it wasn't his best, but I understand because people were saying, it wasn't. But we have to understand, one of the reasons why Martinelli had joy down his left-hand side was because of the positions Kai was taking. Kai was dragging, people away from Martinelli. To isolate Wan-Bissaka one-on-one. Saka had
two people.
Yes.
2 people on him. Exactly.
So it wasn't the easiest for him. So when people were saying, they would hold Saka tight. Because I still remember last season when if you give him a chance, even today he nearly had one. Yeah.
Exactly.
And this is another thing. Arsenal fans need to give credit where it's due. I think if we had played this game last season, we might have lost. Because
hold that thought. Let me read this chat real quick. Rice, man of the match, you could hear him tackling. Then it comes on that chat. Havertz, I'm seeing why people are frustrated. I see him being uncomfortable at times. That's body language. Sometimes you read too much into body language. We all know sometimes certain people look lanky and very sluggish. It doesn't mean they're not doing their job. While some people that are very busy, they're busy doing nothing. So sometimes you have to apply context to it. He is a tall, lanky dude. He's a tall, lanky dude. He is not a 5'6", 5'7", running like a Jesus. He's not. So you have to apply context. So the fact that he looks disinterested doesn't mean he's disinterested. So you have to apply context to that. So you're saying something. Sorry.
And also the uncomfortable, maybe he might also mean positions at times. Yeah, it's a new system. Like you said, just to diverse.
How can Oximoto, who has not shared a space with Kai, no one is uncomfortable? I'm just asking an objective question. You can't tell someone is uncomfortable when you don't know them. You've seen it from a distance, right? You don't know them personally, so you don't know. But I'm using his word, right? I've seen him being uncomfortable at times. Like he wasn't injured. So how do you define being uncomfortable? It seemed to you because of what you think is a prototype for looking comfortable or uncomfortable. So
exactly. Maybe you would have meant to say he looks out of sorts sometimes, which you can say system. Yeah, I would understand.
Yeah,
you understand. So, like I said maybe last season we would have lost this game. This was to an extent a similar game Brighton played us last season.
Yeah,
that we lost 3-0. Now, we have to look at it. To be very honest today, when I saw some people, Manchester United fans, saying they played well, I was wondering what they were smoking or what they were drinking at the time.
Let me ask you a direct question. What's different with this Manchester United performance compared to the last 3 teams we've played? We've played Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, and Fulham, right? And all those teams have been very defensive. The Manchester United I saw today were ultra defensive.
Of course. The only difference was Onana
even when they had the possession, right? You had the possession passing from Onana to Lindelof to Martinez. They'll repeat the same session. Like they're holding the possession at a non-threatening part of the pitch. So when people are saying that they had possession, where did they hold the possession? Because like I say, stats can be misleading.
Yes, of course.
Stats, because we watched the match, right? And we saw they were just playing among themselves.
Bro, that's why when you ask the question, what is the difference? The difference is they had a ball-playing goalkeeper. That was just the difference. You understand? Keeping the ball, pass to Lisandro to Lindelof. To Lisandro,
they repeat it again. They'll pass sideways and repeat it again.
Give Onana, then why? To try and find Rashford. It's not sustainable.
No.
You understand? I get why, and I could see some people complaining that this isn't sustainable. Because you want to compete. If you want to compete, you need to be able to play teams like us. And what they tried to do is not sustainable. Now, this is where it comes in when you tell people, look, Casemiro, yes. When people try to say 5 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
5 Champions Leagues are not doing anything for Manchester United.
Exactly. He didn't win it with Manchester United.
Yeah, it just shows, yes, he had the pedigree of a midfield destroyer. But a midfield destroyer, when he can't handle the ball, is not going to be a very good midfield destroyer. He will just be as average as the other ones that we've seen. You understand? Now, winning, you having players, at one point, Bruno had to come deep because he wasn't seeing the ball. He had to come deep to come and try and orchestrate play. And I didn't see enough patterns of play. In as much as we try to press, sometimes you pass people out of, you understand, the game. And when we had the ball, only when they tried to, I knew that they would have those holes, those places where you would try and where players could take up the channels, the spaces, and try to make things happen. So we could see those particular holes in them. But for me, I'm not seeing enough from Manchester United to say there's a pattern.
Let's be real. There's no pattern of play with Manchester United. What they do is hope. They play hope strategy. Pass it around the back, then hoof it to Rashford, and let's see what Rashford can make of it. They want Rashford individual brilliance. Not, like I asked you behind the scenes, right? What's the difference between this football, this Ten Hag football, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's football? He still give it to Rashford. Let Rashford do something by himself, or give it to Martial. Let's do something. There's no pattern of play. There's no side of play. There's no pass. There's no total football with this team. Let's be real. This is not me as an Arsenal fan trying to malign Manchester United. I'm sure the guys watching us, they watch the match. Did you see any sustainable, any distinctive pattern of play for Manchester United today? I don't think so.
Bro, a Manchester United fan said Ole took Mourinho's tactics, tweaked it. Then Ten Hag came and took the Ole's tactics and tweaked it.
A little bit.
Yeah. Because this is when I was listening to, Terry, he said Ten Hag said he's not going to play what he played at Ajax. So I'm now wondering, what are you now going to play if you don't play what you've known all your life? I understand people who say it's the EPL, you come here, adapt. I understand adaptation, but straying away from what you know is dangerous. You understand me? I'm not seeing enough because today, right, there was something we have to put in. If Manchester United didn't play with that way they played with Onana, we would have beaten the living hell.
Beaten them more. Yeah, hell of them. Yeah. We would have beaten them more. The scoreline will have been more. The matches have been more. Yes. So that's the only positive I can point to, because they could retain the ball as a non-threatening position of the pitch for a longer time compared to when they are the ones who hoof the ball into space. Yeah.
Bro, but that's the thing. But this is my problem. In as much as they are celebrating, I don't know if it's me, but I look at Onana.
Celebrating what? Celebrating what?
No, not celebrating. What am I?
It should be commiserations with Manchester United at the moment. There's nothing to celebrate. It's commiserations. Yeah. Like, it's the truth. It's commiserations because I try to be very, very objective, which I'm doing. There's nothing I'm seeing from this Ten Hag ball that is magnificent. There's nothing I'm saying.
People that are saying it, but sometimes you don't just want to come to that reality yet.
So you're going to live with some delusional word.
Yeah, you understand? For now, they are still living there. Maybe when Brighton will beat them, they will start asking, because it's Arsenal that beat them now. Or they will be like, okay, deep down at the back of their mind, it's Arsenal, it's the Emirates Stadium. We can, yes, we are a wonderful team. But when it comes to that Brighton one and they get beaten,
because I want to do something. Let me put this on the screen real quick, right? Look at this team. Let me take this banner off real quick. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Now, look at this team. Casemiro, Eriksen, Rashford, Fernandes, Anthony, Martial. On paper, this is not a bad team. Right? Why are they playing poorly? All their 4 games against Wolves, they won luckily, right? Then they lost to Spurs. Then they won against Nottingham Forest barely by the skin of their teeth. Now they've lost today. But if you look at this team, for me, they are overpaid. They are very, I don't say average, I say decent players who are overrated, with a manager that is overrated, in my opinion. Now, why were they having that I'm looking for the choice of word. That confident that they could come to the Emirates, even though we saw it through last season, they couldn't beat the top 6 teams in any match. That they were going to get some points at Arsenal, even though we actually gave them a gift in the first half, the first goal that we considered the game.
Sometimes you call it delusion of grandeur. You understand? They were just, unnecessary. See, bro, you back your team even if you know you're going to collect it. You understand? That was what they were just trying to do. Back their
you can
team.
back your team and be sensible. There are ways of backing your team sensibly.
Yeah, they were trying to be hopeful. So they backed their team. We are good. No, they're not going to tell you. Like I spoke to my friend last week when we were speaking, he said he doesn't want to play Arsenal. And at that time we drew. He said because he saw the way they played. Right? Now, if they come and replicate that same performance, we'll skin them alive. You understand me? And to show you where the way we wanted to play, because what I would say Manchester United succeeded in doing was breaking off our tempo, our rhythm, by slowing the game down.
They slowed the game down. Yes, they did that. That was smart.
Yes. That was smart. What they did was, you saw the goal we scored. The goal we scored was total football. That was
moving real quick and with pace.
Exactly. So that is what would have happened if they had come out to play.
And they refused to come out to play. Yeah.
Yes. So with that, we couldn't. Let's continue. We were trying to moments. We still tried to dominate it better in the second half. Moments of play and all. They were depending on you give the ball to Rashford when Haaland come, Jawale, you give it to this guy. So, it's true, but I will say based off of Haaland's movement and trying to be, would I say, he was when
he looked a handful against Gabriel. Yes. He looked a handful. So
that is one positive you would say. Yes, he let the defenders know he was in the game. He's quick, so he's not a slouch. So yes, and his ability little by little to understand. But I think they have to kick on and be more progressive because this won't last. You understand?
It's not just sustainable. It's not sustainable.
Yes, it won't last because there will be a time Rashford can't score. You understand me? Yeah. Another game, it might have been another person there and Rashford wouldn't have scored. So if he didn't score, what would have happened? Maybe we wouldn't have scored that goal. Maybe it would be, we don't know, we might have scored 3-0 or something. So
let's focus on Arsenal. Let's focus on us a little bit. So the narrative was that, we are not at our best. We are kind of slow. We are not at full pelt like last season. Do you subscribe to that? Because the way I look at it, see, the expectation last season is different. So teams coming to us now had more balls, with the lack of a better term. They had more cojones come and attack us. Now they've seen what we did last season. So the approach from those teams are different. So I don't know if people can see it. For me, I don't see it that way that we are playing poorly. I also see that other teams have tightened up and they are going to make it difficult for us to play against them and win.
Bro, it will happen. You understand? That's how it's going to happen. At some point, maybe Arteta will be like, okay, Fabio will play more. Maybe with Fabio, we can reach a higher level than where we are.
Level.
You understand? But to say we have not been playing well, we have played well. Maybe what people were expecting, a cricket score, if we are playing
exactly.
It doesn't work out like that. You understand? Maybe you look at
we are not playing against some mannequins and props. We are not. We are playing against people who know what they are coming against. So I don't understand why we can't put that perspective and spin on the fact that these people have seen what we did last season. They're going to tighten up. Now, if you watch Man City against Fulham, I pivot a little bit. Man City struggled until they scored that controversial goal that made Fulham's the head of their manager and the coach, go out of the game. Let's be real. Against Sheffield United, Man City struggled, but nobody will say they struggled. But when it comes to us now, why are we not blitzing teams? Come on, bro. Guys, come on.
You also, this is your logic. Let me also use it. Guys.
Shout out to you, Gary. Lucky to watch live. Lucky to have you here. We are actually lucky and privileged to have you here. Shout out to you, Gary Smith.
Even you saw now, when people are laughing at us, saying, oh, we managed to beat Nottingham Forest. Now, Nottingham Forest came, and let's be very honest on that first day. We should have blitzed them. Even as they parked the balls, that should have been a game another day, 3-0, 4-0.
4-0, yeah.
3-0, 4-0 should have ended, but with the minimal amount of goals, yes. Now, you look at the same Nottingham Forest went to Old Trafford, scored 2 early goals.
Exactly.
Now, we could say if they had a better way of playing, or maybe some of their players that they just signed now are playing, that's subjective. But they parked the bus, considered the penalty, that was a defining factor. And in some moments, maybe they could have scored, maybe. But now that same Nottingham Forest went to some people's favorite teams, the Blue Rascals.
The Blue Rascals, yeah.
And went there.
Won. Yesterday, I won.
With the best midfielder ever in the league and the best CDM ever.
Exactly.
So, if we are looking at it, then we have to say Arsenal were better. We played better than any of these teams against Nottingham Forest. Granted, we had to be patient. They were not going to give us the goals.
Yeah, they're going to roll out the red carpet for us to go and stop. Yeah.
You earn the right, because this same league will come and tell you, the reason you want it is because the way teams are opening up for you. Okay, they park the bus. If I don't win, it's not because the teams they parked the bus. It's because I didn't take my chances. And I self-sabotaged myself. So we have to be like, people have to. I get there's an agenda you don't want to see, but when you now start, give credit where it's due. Today I saw some people say, like, let Manchester United fans. So Manchester United fans were honest. Arsenal were better. The only reason, Manchester United were in the game, which smartly they did, was to break off the rhythm and try and still make sure they were in the game and try and counter and see get it.
Counter, exactly. We've seen this pattern before. We've seen it before. They did at Old Trafford last season. They do it all the time against a big team. It's counter-attacking football. There's nothing creative, nothing innovative about their football. Half fit to Rashford, and let's see what Rashford can do. That's what they do all the time.
And you could see, even it nearly worked out when Jesus gave the ball away, and
Garnacho.
So the quick thinking from Gabriel to not stand on the same line, to just hold his position and try to stop, hold the brakes, and fortunately it was a very tight and marginal offside, which Ten Hag is complaining should have been off. But these were the same people when they scored Leeds United. It looks like an offside, on first glance or in real time. But when VAR had when VAR did their ruling, it was a perfect onside. So these things happen in football. You understand? Just like Kai. Now people will complain, Kai, but today I could look at it and say it wasn't his day. On another day, it would have been his day. He would have scored that goal.
Exactly.
Tried to and had a penalty
here.
Yeah,
exactly.
So imagine he missed that goal, and even the penalty, in some cases, some people, 50-50, right? I don't believe the referee giving.
That's why I like the fact that we are objective here. For me, if the referee gives it, I'll take it. He doesn't give it, I will not be griefing. I'll not be griefing. So I get it.
I saw it at first glance. It's not something where it is so clear and all, because
it's not a stonewall penalty. Yes, it's not a stonewall penalty. So
so when people were like, and I won't deny today the referee. I won't deny he really managed the game well to a very good extent. He didn't.
Based on the standards we've seen. Yeah, this is excellent. Based on the standards we've seen. So this was excellent.
There are some moments you call foul, but there was one today where Saka got a yellow card for that match.
For those afters that he kicked Bruno Fernandes.
That was very fair. Maybe the one who was it? Anthony should have gotten one for kicking the ball.
Yeah.
That was why I said in some moments of the game, it's allowed. It's just like today when when they were saying, oh, they gave Arteta a yellow card for celebrating. I said, why are we dulling the emotions of the game?
Yeah.
You can't, my team scored against a rival team.
Yeah, the arch rival. Yeah, the arch rivals. Come on. Yeah, come on. Let's not do that.
In the 96th minute, and I am over.
Oh. So let's talk about this guy. How was this guy today? For me, Odegaard had, in the last 3 games, he has not been himself, but today, especially that equalizing goal, I've not something about Odegaard. How come it comes to life when we are trailing sometimes? Like, do this. Why must you add that 20% of intensity, that 20 to 30% extra of intensity, purpose, and drive? After we consider the goal, he has this habit. And we're like, what is wrong with him?
Well, bro, sometimes when we concede, it's a situation where when we concede, it's not.
Thank you, Gary. Gary said, like, share, and guys, let's share and like, please. Shout out to you, Gary.
Yeah. So it's a situation where this is how I see it. Now that you've asked, when we are playing, most of the goals we concede are goals where it's either we do something by ourselves, we lose the ball.
Yeah, self-sabotage. We love it.
So he now feels like, I have to bail my guys out, or, like inspire, you understand? And if we've not scored first, then you have to now know that you don't have any time for slip-ups. You have to, pull your sleeves up, and you have to work to get this goal. So I think that is one of the driving forces. So,
but why does he not do it before we concede? That's like I've seen him multiple times.
I don't think it's only on him. To be very honest, I don't think it's only on him.
But I see that extra 30% that wasn't there before concession. I'm like, Odegaard, come on, why you should have been doing this before?
That's what I'm saying.
All of a sudden he wants to shoot because before he's taking the extra touch. The extra, suddenly we concede. Now he wants to shoot.
Really? Yeah, I get what you mean. That urgency has to be there.
Comes in. Yeah. Let's be proactive, not reactive.
Yes,
let's be damn proactive.
But I thought his game today was okay. Oh, the star of the show.
This is the man of the moment. Man of the moment.
Manchester United fans were saying Casemiro is better than Partey, but the happiness they showed when Partey was not around, bro, they were everywhere yesterday when this center there was posted. Oh, Partey, I saw people, say tomorrow Arsenal will see. I thought about it. I didn't think we needed Rice and Partey. Not that, like, you would love the best.
If Partey was not injured, I'm 90% confident that Arteta will not play both of them today. He's not going to play both Rice and Partey together. That's what the fan base wants. See, you guys have to understand that you don't make the call.
And they don't
you don't like it. You don't make the damn call. Like, it's like we are beginning to forget that we as fans now they need to respect us, but we are beginning to encroach.
Of course.
You don't make the call.
I love
you
what
don't
you
make
said.
the call.
Encroach. Exactly. You don't train with these guys. You don't really know what the manager and why the manager is playing a certain way. Yet you want to have some unnecessary right. That's why I say fans' opinion, especially when it comes to my team selection, doesn't matter. I'm not going to self-sabotage something when I know. Now, all of them were complaining. Imagine 4 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, 10 points. All of them are complaining.
Are you still complaining? Are they still complaining? 10 out of 12 points? Are they still complaining?
No, bro, because they are seeing Tottenham winning 5. There'll be a time it will be hard. Bro, it's the truth. These people will go and be looking. Why are Tottenham finishing? Why are Tottenham scoring 5? Look, the finished article, we know, Arteta knows where we are leveling up. I said it. There will be a point this season, I'm still very confident, where we'll be seeing Arsenal blowing teams away, 3-0. You will see it. And when you see it, you'll be like, wow, the team, because for now, look at it today. People are saying we are not at our best. Oh, we are not at our best. Wonderful. But we can beat you people 3-1.
Exactly.
So if you had the confidence to say we are not at our best, come out and play football. Like we're not
they refuse. They refuse to come out and play.
We're not asking for too much.
See, Manchester United refused to come out. They were backing it up. We are not in another adult club for you to be backing up. Come out. They were backing up.
All these teams that are saying we are not good enough, come out and play. Tottenham, I know Tottenham fans will be fancying themselves. I believe I have a sneaking feeling Tottenham will be the ones to fall inside the bait.
In a trap. They'll fall for the hype. Tottenham will fall for the hype.
Of course. They'll fall for the hype. Want to come and say, want to come and play. I am expecting them to do so. Honestly. That's what I'm expecting.
Remember Doggy that you're calling me? Doggy. That day, you see Saka will give him Doggy. It will Doggy. For me, Tottenham, I respect what Postecoglou is doing there.
Yeah.
Right? But there are levels to this thing. If they come out and play, see,
Manchester United,
the Falcon and Eagles, they're two different birds. They cannot be flying at the same height. It is not possible.
The altitude differs. You understand? There's a reason why one can fly into space and the other one is still
can't.
So we have to, instead, on another day, Manchester United could have easily beaten those guys that day.
Sure.
Easily.
They missed some chances earlier on.
Very good chances.
They missed some chances,
easily. And that's why I say I am suspecting. They will have James Maddison. James Maddison will be putting ball here and there. I am praying to God. Please allow them to come out, play high line. Let's collect the ball. Let's go. That's what I want. Because I did not see, because that was what was just. I was when Man U were to. I knew when it got to the 12th minute, or it was even 12. I didn't think it got to. When it got to 8 minutes, I said, these guys are not coming here to come and play. They are coming here to work out.
The first 5 minutes, I saw Manchester United hold the ball, pass between Lindelof and Lisandro and Onana, and they recycled that same pattern. Almost 3 times. I'm like, they are here to play defensive football. Remember, I called you. I'm like, they are not here to play. I'm like, no, they are here to play defensive football. So all those people with the agenda and narrative that we didn't play well, it's very subjective. And when it comes to that, it's subjective.
We didn't play well. Subjective. Like, bro, it's not a matter of subjective. This is, bro. Let's be very honest. Today was the adaptation Arteta was looking for. This is why I don't understand. Too many times they will come out. Arsene Wenger is not this team. Arsene Wenger plays only one way. This one. He doesn't have a different plan.
Yeah, I don't have a plan A, plan B, or plan C.
Now, Arteta was talking about how many formations all of them were laughing at him.
Yeah, exactly.
They were making jokes. Who is laughing now? All those clowns, those ex-players that were say, I don't know about 47. You are not, let's be very honest here. A bomb is a bomb. And there's a reason why they are not coaches. You understand? Those guys are not coaches because they are low quality.
Sure.
Are you telling me, okay, now, all those people that believe Roy Keane, they should go and give Roy Keane Man U job. Let's just do an experiment. Give him the job.
They won't.
You understand? Because they know it's not what those guys are selling their career on as managers is playing for the badge. Those days are playing for the badge.
Over. Yeah, you don't have it.
Today, we adapted. So when people are complaining, saying it is not a matter of subjective, and this is not, it's a non-negotiable for me. We were excellent.
Why I say subjective, right? It's their opinion. Even though it's wrong, it's still their opinion. So that's why I say subjective. But if you look at it objective, so that's why I like to argue sometimes when something is subjective, let's make it objective. Because I can argue what I saw, you can argue what you saw. But what we cannot argue is points on the board. The points on the board is 10 out of 12. Yes, Manchester City have an excellent 12 over 12. Shout out to them. The league is not ending after 4 games, so let's not push it. It's not ending after 4 games. We have 10 points out of 12. Fantastic. Yeah. That's objective. Very objective. It can't get more objective than that. It can't get more objective than that.
Here. Mine is not even. Is the game today, right? Today we played well. If you saw the game, a team that wanted to starve us of the ball by coming behind and now swinging it the way it was in preseason, that is not what we are talking about. You understand me? That's not what we're talking about. Today was a proper game. It was, I love the way the mindset, everything. When Onana, everybody was hailing, I said it. My friend told me on the phone last week, he said, Onana will be a huge problem. You understand?
And that's their problem. That's their own problem.
That's what he was telling me. He was telling me, realistic, everybody is talking. Whenever you ask somebody, did you see Onana in the Champions League final? Did you see Onana before the Champions League final? Bro, it's true. Yes, I know he's a ball-playing goalkeeper. He's a keeper that at one point I said, I would love to make saves. But when I saw shot stopping, the ability to stop shots, I look at Onana and be like, I feel if you face many shots, you will concede.
So do you think Man U have improved in the goalkeeper situation, or they've actually rescinded?
Well, bro, for me, this is the thing. I would say ball playing, which is what everybody has been shouting about since. Now, those same people that are saying ball playing are saying David De Gea was a better shot stopper.
Exactly. So you have to find that balance of him being a good goalkeeper.
They can say sometimes I'm of this opinion. I don't really give a damn if you know how to play the ball. That's me. Now I'm not disagreeing. We are in the modern age where people need to be better on the ball.
And but I don't need Ramsdale to.
Yeah, but I don't need.
Because you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying so because remember the earlier statement you made that if not for Onana, right, Manchester United would have been hoisting the ball quickly and they will have had less possession, which is true. So in that context, Onana has added something.
Of course.
But actually, when it comes to goalkeeping ability, which the primary objective for you to save shots, maybe they've taken a downward position. But how do you not balance both? You want ball playing and good shot stopper.
But see it, Ramsdale is not Ramsdale can play the ball, right? But Ramsdale doesn't need to be doing what Onana is doing. You understand? Because the personnel is there. What negates Onana's ball playing abilities is the fact that in the midfield, right, there's no ball retainer there, or apart in their whole in their whole defense. It's only Martinez that is good on the ball. That is very good on the ball. The rest are not excellent.
They're just average.
Yeah. So that's why today you saw when they were making the passes, they were doing it in between themselves. You understand?
No, it wasn't progressive at all.
Yeah,
not progressive.
So the only thing Onana does is to come out, okay, fine. Even Onana's long passing that they were hailing, how many of them got to Rashford?
Exactly. None.
How many? So when you say all these things, the EPL is different from any other league you have played in. That is the reality. Alisson can play the ball, but Alisson doesn't need to do too much of what. Yes. See this guy today. You saw Alisson. You saw the save against Newcastle.
Yeah, that was the top class save. Yeah.
Top class. Yeah. That was one of the things that kept Liverpool in the game. Liverpool came back
to win.
So if I'm to look at it, that is what I want the most. Alisson can play the ball. Let's be realistic. But he doesn't need to be this Onana aesthetic
level.
When I waka reach here, no. But at the end of the day, you see what do they call? You see what he still made a save today. So when I'm saying all these things, I know people will be like, "Oh, we don't have a ball playing goalkeeper." I want a ball playing goalkeeper. If that guy is a basket, bro, do you know what somebody said something? I've forgotten what somebody said. Said Onana that Onana couldn't save. I've forgotten what he said. But realistically, Onana, the way I'm looking at Onana, at one point, Onana will not be able to save a Word document.
She have come in comic as a Word document. So we look at some of the statistics here. In total, we had a 55% of possession. They have 45. We have 17 shots. Yeah. So they had
the ball the whole first half.
That was in the first half. Yeah, in the first half. They held the ball. They had more possession in the first half. But overall, we had 55%. They have 45. We had 17 shots. We have 5 shots on target. They had 10 shots, 2 on target. Those are the relevant statistics. We had 2 yellow cards. They had 3 yellow cards. And that's it. 12 corner kicks to their 3. It shows how we're playing the ball more in their own half than they ever did in our own half. So the most important thing is that we won the damn game. And I'm happy. I'm excited. 10 points out of 12. I'm grateful for that, and let's see if we can improve on our performance, more dominating, score more goals once we come back after the international break, and hopefully maybe Partey can be miraculously fit after the international game. As I confirmed, he has a groin injury, so a groin injury should not take 3 months.
Of course,
there's no groin injury.
Of course, I'm not saying a groin injury that takes 3 months. I just think realistically, maybe yes, he felt something, and Arteta felt, I don't want to risk anybody. So even if you're good enough to play, realistically, we don't need you to play.
Yeah,
that is why I love the quality of Rice. We don't need, Partey to play.
Yeah,
for us to be able to
see, Arsenal fans need to wrap their head around something. Right, if you are limited in knowledge, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arrogance being shown, why do you think we have to play Partey and Rice for our midfield to be solid? See, we bought Rice because we know he can play that lone 6 well. And see, you can be defensive by attacking. Maybe some of you don't understand. You can be defensive by attacking, and we are playing 2-8s. Now, we might not play 2 defensive midfielders, quote unquote, but playing 2-8 is another way of being defensive by attacking. So all this we have to do it the conventional old school way. If you don't want to change or adapt to change, and that's what manager wants, you can go join another team. See, I'm not saying we cannot objectively criticize or question or show concern, but for you to castigate the right manager because you don't like what he's doing, man, something is wrong with you. He's the manager. No. I might not like what he's doing, but he has the final say. He has the final say.
Exactly. When things were not going well for Pep, what did he do? They said, Pep, figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the manager's job for him.
Yeah.
I am not. Everybody thinks, because we did it against Man City in the Community Shield, we have to. We have to.
No. Don't have to.
When Man City had Fernandinho and Rodri, they didn't play both of them together.
Exactly.
They were learning to go and this. You know what was funny was, this is what irks me. Yesterday, could you imagine some Arsenal fans were saying we should sell Partey or we should have sold Partey?
Can you imagine?
What is this? You people were saying if Arteta should sell Partey, his head will be rolling at the front of Emirates Stadium.
Then the slightest news of injury, we should have sold him. Instead of a flop.
You understand?
He's too brittle. He's brittle. He cannot stay. Oh Lord.
Said it's Arteta's fault for playing at right back.
Yeah, the right back strained him. The right back strained him.
Clown Ligona that gives all these people stupid excuses.
Yeah.
You understand? When you tell people that playing someone else at a certain position is what is giving him injury.
That's like, imagine that. Is he a physio? Like sometimes what some of these fans listen to and actually assimilate, yes. I pity their mentality. Imagine me coming on this stream lying to you, and let's say shout out to my subscribers. I like you and some of you are following me, but still have your independent mindset to scrutinize what I'm saying. I can't come here and lie to you and sell you some snake oil and you just swallow it, hook, line, and sinker. No.
Bro.
Why is Ligona a physio to tell you that Arsenal playing a particular player at a particular position, you don't give him injury.
Have the ACL. Realistically, if you're telling me that, bro, what happened? Zanetti is Javier Zanetti of Inter Milan. Played how many games at right back? Played how many games at CDM?
Yeah. Like, see, if someone can tell you that and tap into your emotionality because you're angry and you lap it up, you have no hope. You have no hope.
Yes, that is the problem.
That's the problem.
When people are angry, it's not that they cannot think. When they are angry at that moment, and
let me see. There's a saying. I know you're Nigerian. We are both Nigerians, right? There's a saying in our culture that say, even though when you are crying, you can still see. When you are crying, you can still see. Like, I won't be angry so much that someone's going to sell me and tell me some nonsense because I'm angry. I'm going to tap into it. I'm not tapping into it. I'm not stupid. No, I'm not tapping into it. Yeah.
When I
see,
looked at
every club has a physio. And somebody who has never. So this guy, some of them didn't even finish that.
No, it's not a matter of this thing. It is the truth. Some people didn't finish their, tertiary education.
Talking recklessly.
So when you come online, the things, it's reckless because the things you see are very detrimental. People are not happy at one particular time. That is when you know you will go and say those things because their anger aligns with the traction you will get.
Yeah, you get.
You understand? You're telling me now, Philip Lam played as a fullback. Is he right back? Maybe at some places he played left back.
Yeah.
Right? He played right and left, but primarily a right back. Then when Guardiola came, at the latter stage of his career, I think he was 30 to 31, he started playing him as a CDM.
Yeah.
Why didn't he have an ACL?
So you're telling me if a Kai Touchwood gets injured now, it's because Arteta is playing as a striker and it sometimes. Like some things that people say, right? It's because they know that they have an audience who are they're as dumb as this bottle.
Of course.
Because they've delegated their thinking capacity to somebody on the internet. I'm not saying, shout out to those that watch our content and believe what we say. But I want you guys to think for yourself. Like, come on. I don't want some dummies following me so that the day I'm compromised, they don't know I'm compromised. These guys are compromised and they'll say anything to you. Like, come on. They say, play Timber as a left back, give him injury. That is a provocative statement to make.
Okay, so Courtois playing as a goalkeeper. Which other position did he play? Courtois has an ACL.
Yeah.
So maybe Courtois ran to go and strike. Maybe he played as a striker.
I've never seen so much nonsense. Because you're angry, so you shouldn't think because you're angry. No, let's not do that.
I see, bro. I weep for the hatred being shown. You hear, I can't stand this guy. I couldn't stand Wenger. I can't even stand. Like these statements are what I was watching this match reaction, right? The match reaction, or when all these fans, because I wanted to see all these Man U guys that talk too much before the match started. I wanted to see them, and I stumbled. Arsenal and Manchester United, all those people that did live match.
They watch along.
Yeah, watch along. They just script the reaction. When we considered the goal to Rashford, and when we considered the goal, Curtis was like, why is Kai Havertz playing? He said, Arteta, this one is on you. This one. He was not saying they should sack Arteta. I said, you see the reason why some of these guys, look, I keep saying it. If they were not living in UK, all these guys would not have that platform. And I'm not ashamed to say it. You would disagree, but it's the truth. It is a simple truth. You're not going to tell me that you cannot think enough to say, look, when we consider the goal.
Can you pause it a little bit? So when Saka last week, right, made that horrible back pass, did he say they should sack Arteta because of Saka made a horrible? See, you can see these are the things that actually
you said something. You said something last week. you said credit in the bank. That's what they will tell you. That was why when they are darling boy.
No, I'm going by his logic. But that logic, every player that makes a mistake should be like some things that people say and get away with.
No, it's true. when Havertz lost the ball, yes, he didn't give it.
It happens. It happens to every player. Yes. Like, see, I'm tired of it happens to the best of them. It happens to the best of them.
That was why even yesterday when they were people were laughing at Caicedo, we all know it's banter.
It's banter.
I watched the game. I'm gonna be very honest, he was very good there. He lost the ball a few times. Anybody can lose the ball. You understand?
Even Messi, Maradona and their pump, they lose the ball. So what are we doing? Like this premature, childish, and the funny thing that he too was a former player that didn't make it. Sometimes you think you have sympathy. No, it's not the former player that didn't make it. You think by that you have more sympathy to those that actually made it, but it's like there's jealousy and envy. Like, nah. See, we won the match. I'm excited. I'm going to gloat this night. I'm going to enjoy myself. And it is what it is. Like,
when we consider the goal, for me now, I concede the goal. Okay, fine. Am I going to, like, who did I even blame there? I said I blame Ben White. I told you twice. First of all, for not cutting the ball before it got to Rashford, because that space there, any defender anticipates that ball must come through that place. So we spoke behind closed doors, as behind the scenes rather. Sorry for that mistake. Behind the scenes, that Ben White should not be showing Rashford his stronger foot. You know he's right-footed. Don't let him go there. Put him to his left. Force him to the left. Yeah, let him cross.
Because if you notice in that play, Saliba was already going to cover. So force him to go left. But Ben White has not even learned. Like Ben White, sometimes he'll be glitching. Ben White, of course, glitching.
What am I going to kill him?
No,
this is the moment someone needs. See, bro, we have everybody's seeing Fabio Vieira. Fabio Vieira has to start.
Suddenly.
What were they saying last season?
Yeah, sell him. It's brittle. Yeah.
This one. Even when he played well in a game against Monaco, I still saw some fans saying he did not play well. He was not our best player on the pitch. Okay, wasn't our best player? Who was our best player? They give an accurate thing. Now everybody is now like Fabio has to start. But Arteta give an example with the same Fabio Vieira. You see what? They're here, but they now practice or intentionally do selective hearing.
No, they hear. Do you know what? They hear. Then for a moment, they understand. Then when you go and watch our friends, that will convince them that what they heard is
you know bullshit. What my guy used to say?
Yeah, that's
my guy used to tell me, some people hear what they want to hear because they have the agenda already.
Yeah.
Some people you cannot convince them otherwise because they already have the agenda. It's more like your channel. Your channel is you try to be as objective, but when you try to put some things out, concentrate on your channel.
Yeah.
Talk on this one. Last week when you spoke about something,
that does not affect me because YouTube is a public platform. I can talk about whatever I can talk about, provided I'm within the YouTube guideline. I'm obeying the YouTube. I will talk about whomever I want to talk about. You can't go to stop it. You're gonna shame me with those trolls. Oh, your channel is so small. So, you think that's a shaming tactic? So it will grow organically. I don't need to.
Understand? All the channels.
Yeah.
What happened?
I've told them, right? I'll have a conversation, even a live debate with their so-called gods of football. Let's have it. Let's talk. Let's talk this thing. If they're that confident, even though I'll allow them to take their narcotics, we can still talk. Let them be high. I will still be sober. I can have this conversation.
Realistically, someone who is under the influence of narcotics.
That's what some people are listening to.
You understand?
You see, it shows the mentality of people that at this age, right? Where let's say you went to the hospital, right? Or you went to the DMV to renew your license or something, will you take the opinion of somebody who is under some influence seriously? That's how low we've gone. That's how long we've gone.
You allow somebody like that to drive you.
It's
not until it's a near-death situation we can manage it. It's true, bro. That's it. See, bro, that is what it is. Because that's what it turns to. People have to be objective here. I get, okay, you can say, from what I'm seeing of Kai, he has to be more consistent. There are glimpses there.
I'll take that.
There are glimpses there. I will say there are glimpses there. Oh, this guy, when he just beds in, once he starts doing there are glimpses. But I'm not going to stand here and come and say, oh, Saka, like that is going overboard.
See, if you told me Kai has not hit the heights, you get no argument from me.
Yes.
If you tell me Kai is not excellent, but if you tell me Kai is garbage, is not good enough, says who? Who means not good enough? This guy plays for his international team. Now, a lot of you for 4 to 5 years say Xhaka wasn't good enough. The boys last year, he's so excellent. And one manager made him that excellent. It was Arteta. Same Arteta, right? Not Arsene Wenger, not Emery, not Freddie Lumbe. Same Arteta.
Yeah.
The same man brought in Fabio Vieira. You say when you brought in Ben White after his first game against Brentford, he's not good enough. Throw him away. Look at him today. Odegaard. Even Gabriel Magalhaes, when he made a few mistakes, he's Bozo. Throw him away. And you think these people will learn from antecedent and say, okay, let's be patient. No, they will still repeat the same thing.
They are not learning because they have cultivated money, and secondly the cultivation of a short-term memory.
Yeah,
I cannot take the opinion of someone that to an extent isn't consistent.
Yeah,
you understand? Because I'm not okay. Fine, you're going to tell me trust the manager. Trust the manager. Okay, the manager goes to buy someone. I don't like the person. All of a sudden, we should kill him. The same manager that told you in his press conference, I had Odegaard coming for a few months. These were the same clowns clamoring for Emiliano Buendia. What has he done?
Oh Lord, interesting.
The same people clamored. Odegaard is not good. When Odegaard came back, what happened? He started.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. 87 is in the building. Shout out to you. Where have you been? Say Riceaholic. Like that. You say rice. Say I'm not used to eating rice because I try to manage my diet, but I'm eating rice this evening. I have some rice this evening. It says shout out to you. It's 7. We were 3 minutes away from the meltdown. Exactly. For injury time. Say it's 7. The meltdown tonight will have been. They'll have shaking the frames of the Emirates.
Bro.
Like,
why is Kai Havertz playing?
Yeah, Kai Havertz. Sell him. Arteta is stubborn. Sell him. It is Spanish Tony Police. Imagine the insult, the castigation, the aspersions, just because you have an agenda to run. You know that they're actually passionate about Arsenal. No. They are not passionate about Arsenal. It's about YouTube money and the Twitch money.
Of course. We said it last time. Last week, when we drew against Fulham, we said it.
Yeah. He said, Charlie, they will have blocked Kai Havertz from moving his. I'm telling you, they will have blocked him.
Last week, you remember when we said the agenda merchants were feasting last week.
They made money. They feasted. They made money. They
even made money was they started bringing dissent amongst the camp. Why did you sign? Okay, see now. See where it doesn't make any sense. Manchester City signed only 4 players.
Yeah.
Kovacic, Vardy, Nunes, and Doku.
Yeah.
Those are the 4. Then
Arsenal signed 4 too.
It's not our fault that one got injured.
Exactly.
I've been asking people, what is the duration of Timber's injury? Till today,
They don't
still
know.
not tell us.
They don't care.
Something is fishy. Either
Definitely.
they know he will come back
Earlier. Yeah. Let's not forget, it's not a rapture, it's a tear.
Yes.
It's not a full rapture.
Yes, that's what they said.
Tear. So
if it's a tear, then it's just something where they just stitch whatever they have to stitch, and within how many months he comes back.
Yeah.
Yes. So when I'm hearing all these guys talking, I just feel.
So it says that if we didn't win, there will be a serious question whether Arteta was putting Kai Havertz over Arsenal and being stubborn. Thank God and move. See,
exactly.
87. Let's say hypothetically we drew this match or lost this match. Now I'll be very, very disappointed and angry. But guess what? It will be within reason. I will say calm down. See, nobody has the divine right of winning. And I will tell you whether someone of you like it or not. I've seen enough to trust Arteta and Edu for now. I'm not saying give them your blind trust. No, you can have seen enough credit in the back for you to trust certain people until they make colossal mistakes or blunder. But all these flip-flopping every week, come on, man. Come on. Do you question your boss on every decision they make every time because you don't like some of it? Or do you expect your subordinates to question everything every time?
You understand? If they are doing it every time. See, bro, it's all about trust. That's why I'm telling people, okay, fine. When we signed Odegaard was, according to many people, a failed wonder kid. I was just like, this guy, what do they call this? I don't feel Madrid want to sell this boy if he's that good. Okay, fine. Arteta did what he did. Now, in the first few games, what my would I say criticism of Odegaard at the time was is like he's just trying to be safe. He doesn't want to
make mistakes.
I remember he didn't want to make the job easy pass. It's the same thing Kai is doing now.
Yeah.
You understand? It's the same thing. Okay, Kai is not doing this one. Fabio Vieira was making his effort last year. What happened? He played against Southampton. That was when the Arsenal fans decided they would jump on Fabio Vieira. Fabio Vieira should not play. We should sell him, loan him. He is too light. He should have some muscles on him. Now, all of a sudden,
he should start.
That cameo against Fulham. I was just saying
that cameo was delicious. That cameo was damn. That cameo was delicious. Subtly delicious. Let me read this chat real quick. United were minutes away from a massive smash and grab. But Vieira made the right call, obviously. And Harvard next time, I don't like to see our fans cursing him to make other fans laugh and etc. See, Nate, it's about money. See, all those people who are making content on Kai, YouTube pays, Twitter now pays, right? Twitch pays. It's about money. If fans can know that those guys, they don't have the club interest. See, like I said last time, I'm going to repeat it. Turkish troops. I'm not denying they don't love Arsenal, but they love their money more than Arsenal. AFTV Robbie, he loves Arsenal, but he loves his money more than Arsenal. The more you understand that, you know what's going on. Stop lying to yourself. I'm not saying they don't love Arsenal, but they love their revenue more than Arsenal. So if you understand that, you won't get too angry about what they're doing. It's annoying.
Bro, it's true. You have peace. You have peace of mind. You have peace of mind. It's what is happening. No matter how much we speak, we can't control those things.
You can't control what they do. Yeah.
You can't control it. You understand? All you do is to try and let people know, in as much as far you have gone, still think for yourself. You can still
think for yourself. Think. Yeah, even when you come on my channel, I don't expect you, if I say some bullshit, challenge my bullshit. See, it's a privilege for me to come here and talk, and some people want to listen to what I want to say. Now, will I now think I'm some form of God or deity, now say nonsense to you guys and just swallow it and say, no, I expect you to still think for yourself. Think for yourself. But
bro, do you know what
I guess, yeah.
A lot of people.
Babatola Bejide, shout out to that's my guy from Square. Shout out to you.
Really?
I'm glad that Jesus is back and scoring. Me too. I am. See that goal just showed that okay, Jesus is back. It might not be back to his best, but it's back. Shout out to you, Bejide. Shout out to you, my guy. So let's go to Nate. This channel and the Dead Gunner are the most objective. The Dead Gunner.
I don't listen to most of them. I like the guy more than most of those guys.
Yeah, I like the guy, but he said some bullshit the other time. I challenged him, he didn't like it, and it blocked me. Remember the party issue? But the party issue that time? The alleged private issue party had regarding the lady accused him of whatever.
I thought they had like
he was making sense. See, sometimes if you don't know what is going on, sometimes leave it alone. It's not an issue we should come and make money on top. Leave it alone.
Do you know why I didn't like this stuff? From what I saw, he showed proof of like this is the like text between I and the person involved, and he showed proof like it was there. You could see this is like I don't understand. What else do you want? It was there. He showed proof. You understand?
For me, I think men should be on that. I don't like the fact that other men who want to virtue signal, in my opinion. I'm not saying what he did is right or wrong. I don't know everything. So that's why I like to stay away from those things publicly because you don't know what is true. I'm like, if it was the other way, would you like someone to falsely accuse you and people will start believing when they don't know the truth? So try to just calm down. Don't tell me if it was your mother, your sister. That's some sentimental bullshit. Let's not do that. Leave them alone.
See the thing here. It's not. I understand, right? But this is not about. Sometimes let's not make it as if because someone physically as a gender to an extent is weaker than the other one means every time they want to intimidate you. I don't know if you understand. Yeah. Everybody's case is different from another person. I cannot bring another person's case and generalize it. What happened in this one? The guy provided some evidence and said, look at the text. I went through it and everything he was saying tallied with the text. I don't know if you understand. So
I get you.
Yes, we can discuss the matter. I know we don't want to over-discuss, but
I don't like to go into those things.
Let's not just go and say all these things. And before you know, someone has an unfortunate tag on his back.
Exactly.
So when people I'll just hear some people just insult the guy. I was like, did you see the text? They were like, why is Arteta still playing this guy? Okay, since that time, why was he not reprimanded by anybody? He didn't even went anywhere.
So it is what it is. That's why I like sometimes let's just calm down. So let's focus on the football. Let's not virtue signal into things we don't know.
When it comes to people's personal life, I don't get involved. I don't know what happened.
Exactly.
You understand? Sometimes there's something we learned. Say the person, person where them beat for fight, 9 day wrong.
Exactly.
I don't know
exactly. Yeah.
I was in my hostel. How many years was that? Maybe was it 6 or 7 or even 8 years ago? And there was this guy. Normally, this guy, he has one reputation where the guy now some troublemaker or this one. But on that particular day, this guy didn't actually do anything. In fact, they were even trying to intimidate him. So there was one guy, he's like a bomb in our hostel, older than us, but very cool guy. So on the day we came, we saw that they use iron to hit a bomb. We could be like, what's happened? We're now clamoring on this guy. So I don't know what made me say, I asked, what happened? The guy now said he was just there trying to do something. So as he was trying to do something, he dropped something on the table. So as he dropped something, Egbon was now talking to him. I said, is this, so the Egbon said something, don't talk like that now. Which kind? So Egbon just carried the guy, hit him on the table. now so fast this up. So the guy tried to defend himself. He used iron to hit him so that he would run. But we just came immediately. You're wrong. But when we asked the question, we now found out
the different thing.
So when you know one thing, bro, you know I never get involved. You will never know the truth of the whole story.
Yeah, that's why I'm not getting involved. Things like that, leave it alone. Don't try to, because it will bring traction to your channel. Don't leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let's just stick to football.
You never know the truth. Both parties will lie and do. So you want to go and enter.
So Gary Neville kept asking for more goals from Rice. Now Rice chopping it. Gary Neville is a clown. You know where I started respecting Gary Neville? Before his Valencia exploit. When you go on Sky Studio, they like that screen. The defensive midfielder is supposed to move this to this angle. Make sure you don't move too much. You do this. The Valencia said, okay, see, you are this brilliant chap. Come and take care of our team. And he was beaten to the pulp. He was harassed. He was beaten. He was pummeled. He was kicked. He was spat on. All kind. Oh Lord!
Is the definition of life comes at you fast. He said, "How can you lose 7
real fast? Real fast."
He said,
"Yeah,
if me, I'm losing 7 and I go home, my family, I won't even be able to look them in the face." So I wanted to know when he said, "Did you be able to?" I run inside the house once I open door. I can tell you, he looked at his family. He said,
exactly.
He doesn't know how they will react. If he loses 7-0, he cannot look. Yeah. He lost 8-0, so he can look at.
Yeah, he can look at them. Why do you think a clown? I'm telling you, this guy is a damn clown. So, shout out to you for coming through. So shout out to everybody. Let's round this stream up. Shout out to everybody that made this very interactive and funny. We had a bit of fun. Shout out to Not Fokker, Oxymoto, my guy, Gary Smith, my guy, 87 Nate. Shout out to you for coming through. Big G, shout out to you for coming through. Again, I hope I'm not missing on anybody. Shout out to all of you, and most importantly, shout out to you at short notice, Mr. Efosa, for coming through. I really appreciate you. I know it's nice.
Gary Smith also.
Yeah, Gary Smith, shout out to you. I mentioned him. Okay. So for coming through. Oh, wow. As we continue to celebrate our victory against those Strags from the Manchester United, I'm happy. Did you see the exchange between the bold-headed Ten Hag and Sancho? The little brouhaha between both of them.
I just feel, he should have just found a way to just cover it up. Maybe he wasn't, or he didn't travel because of some reasons, just some personal. See, if he said personal reasons, we would understand, and it would just die off there.
Yeah.
So, he will be back. You give the player encouragement.
Exactly.
You believe he will be back.
But do you think he's frustrated with the player? Sometimes you could have done all sorts of, like, I'm just tired of this guy.
No, it's true. It's more like when people will be like, oh, Pepe, second chance, this one. You don't know why.
Yeah.
Today, everybody would have thought Trossard would come on the pitch. But Arteta decided to bring Miss Nelson.
Yeah.
So we don't know why.
You don't know why.
So, those things, we don't know why. In as much, no matter how someone would say, you don't know what Ten Hag is facing in training. Maybe
exactly.
you look at the team and John nod his head and say, this is just
this guy. Exactly.
Yeah, because this is what Ten Hag would have an issue with. Today, no matter how, I even felt Anthony even did well enough. No matter how. Defensively,
it was helping.
Even trying to go forward in some moment, I would still say he tried. But with Sancho, defensively, he doesn't cover enough. Now, if you were doing
offensively, nothing.
If you were doing so much offensively, the manager would forgive and say, okay, he's more than contributing. Like you said, Rashford doesn't over track back. Why? Because he
scored the odd goals.
Yeah. So it's more like Salah for Liverpool. So that's it. So for me, we can easily blame Ten Hag, We still also remember Ten Hag was the guy who gave this guy a hiatus to go. People said to the mountain. I don't know whether the mountain he went to, whether he went to a mountain girls in bikinis.
Let me read this chat real quick. Shout out to Biggie Day. It's a great win. Hopefully more wins to come. Bless up. Yeah. Hopefully more wins to come. So let me allow you finish your thought before we round up.
Yeah, so I don't know whether he went to a mountain with bikini babes, because I thought he would go to a mountain with more.
Maybe he went to go and chill with some of them girlies at the mountain. So, he went to chill with them girlies. You know these players these days. That's some bodies on the side.
I expected if you went on a real hiatus, maybe mentally
you said a real hiatus. You said fake hiatus.
No, I expected. I was thinking, when this guy will come back, because when you're telling me he go mountain. So I was expecting, fireworks. But honestly, it's just like they put matches inside water. Nothing has lit up.
Nothing.
So we don't know.
What do you expect from see, can we just tell ourselves the truth? It is not good enough. See, sometimes reality just stares at you in the face and you are denying it. It is not good enough. And there's nothing bad there. See, Man U will not develop until they realize that they are overpaying average players.
Very true.
Until then. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for giving me your time. I really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody. On your way out, do us a favor, smash a like on the video. Guys, like the video, share it. I will appreciate that. Like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribe if you're new. Make sure you like the video and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. So when we drop pre-recorded videos or we go live, so you can get that notification. Hopefully, if I have Mr. Fusa tomorrow, we'll do player rating tomorrow. So expect that on the channel. So much more. So like, share, subscribe, you guys. I will see you guys on the next live. Ciao.